Good afternoon. This is Jake with Blue Coast Realty, and I'm actually here in the last phases of the development of the Willow Creek community. And I've been showing a lot of clients new homes lately, and there's a lot of new construction going on in Leland and the Wilmington area, trying to catch up with some of the low housing inventory that we've been dealing with. So anyone that's actually looking for a home or has been looking at home recently probably is aware that there's not a whole lot on market. So development has been ramping up to address kind of the lack of homes that are on market right now and the large buyer demand. Partly this is due to the lack of construction that happened during the recession. So a lot of this is just a catch-up game to put a bunch more home products back on the market that aren't there right now. So I've been dealing with a lot of these developers and a lot of this new construction lately, and my clients, some of the same issues have actually popped up over and over again. The same questions have popped up, and there's a lot of misconceptions regarding purchasing a new home versus buying a home that's been previously owned. And what I keep telling my clients, and what I will tell you right now, is that buying new construction and buying a previously owned home should not be entirely different. Some of the same phases and some of the same things need to be done regardless of what the developer tells you. So I'm gonna tell you three things that keep coming up over and over again with my clients. And number one, that has to do with before you even start looking at these new developments, get representation. Get a broker that works for you, a buyer broker that works for you. Now, a lot of these developers are going to want to go ahead and represent you as the buyer. As you can imagine, that's not going to be in your best interest. The developer is going to be looking out for number one, obviously, and that's them. So having a buyer broker represent you is going to help you in the negotiations of this, reading over the forms, having the inspections done, doing the negotiations, the entire thing. So having a professional on your side is 100% in your interest. And in this case, a buyer broker is not going to cost you a thing. Their commission is actually paid for almost every single time by the seller. So the developer is going to be paying for this anyways. So get yourself a buyer broker to represent you. Number two is, unlike previously owned construction and buying a previously used home, you're not going to be signing a typical paperwork that is going to be from the North Carolina Association of Realtors. You're going to be signing custom paperwork that the developer has put together with their attorneys. And once again, who this is going to be protecting is who paid for it and who actually put it together, and that's going to be the developer again. So a lot of the items that we've come across in this paperwork is a little bit confusing, and so it helps to have that representation on your side to read through that paperwork, someone that's read these contracts a million times and knows what to look for. One of the big items that keeps popping up in this developer paperwork is that the buyer will close on time regardless of manufacturer defects. So what they're telling you is basically you're going to close on time regardless of what problems are with the house, otherwise they're going to keep your earnest money deposit. And if that sounds crazy to you, it is. It is absolutely crazy. And a lot of these developers are going to tell you that this paperwork is ironclad and not to worry about it and sign on the dotted line and it can't be changed. That's not true. You can have it changed. You can have it amended. You can say that you're not comfortable with it and you will not sign unless it is amended. So again, have representation. Have someone that knows what they're looking at and how to fight these items for you. The last thing is very, very important, is a lot of the developers are going to tell you that it's new construction, there's not going to be problems with new construction, and you don't need your own home report done, your own home inspection report done. And that is false, 100% false. A home inspection report typically on average will cost you $400 to $450. So it's not cheap, but the items that they can find and the money that they can save you, it's a drop in the bucket compared to that. So some of the items that we've actually come up with in brand new construction has been undersized HVAC systems. So the heating and air has been the wrong size units, which is thousands of dollars. We've come across cracked rafters, again, structural issues, thousands and thousands of dollars. Leaking roofs, again, huge money items. So that $400 to $450 that the home inspection is going to cost you is going to save you a huge amount of money, because before you close, you bring this home inspection to the developer and you say, listen, these items need to be addressed before I will close. So again, those are the 3 huge items. Have your own representation as far as a broker is concerned. Make sure you look through that contract, because it's developed by the developer, by their attorneys, to protect them, not you. And 3, get a home inspection report done. By all means, please get the home inspection report done. So if you have any questions regarding any of these points, or if you have any questions about any of the communities here in the Wilmington or the Leland areas, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to help you out in any way possible. And good luck out there. Make sure you protect yourself.